what? I got my hair colored today, and I was like, I don't have time to blow dry it. And then I was like, I'm not even calling that. I don't care. I'm just going to be sitting on my couch chilling because that's just who I am.
Girl, I haven't even been able to take a shower. I have 2 small kids. My husband just got home literally 4 minutes ago, which is why I was late. I was like, okay, twist it up.
It's awesome. That's a mom bun, girl. It's great.
All in a day.
Hey everyone, welcome to BravoConfessionals. I am Mel. This is Miss Taylor. This is Miss Michelle, and we are joined here by Miss Molly Hopkins. She is the greatest from 90 Day Fiancé. Taylor, what do you refer to her as?
I call you the OG of the 90.
Oh, I love that. Hey, girl. I mean, I don't know if this is what I want to be the OG at, but we can get into that later.
You know, you have the OG, but with that comes not necessarily like just of the 90 day, but you have transcended into, but is Molly doing it? So if she's doing it, then I'm good to do it. So like you do way more than just that.
Right. That's true, for sure. I mean, it's been quite a journey, the show in general. And you know, even when I just first got into the show, I didn't know anything about this show. I just knew that I had met this guy and I thought he was amazing. And he actually really was for 2 years until he got here. But, you know, I now have being on the couch, pillow talking, like doing all these segments. It's like, I'm invested too. I mean, I'm fully invested into these relationships, and I realize why the public is also invested. You know, the viewers are, because it's such a bevy of emotions, right? And so I love it. I love it a lot.
Do you have a favorite couple?
I love David and Annie.
Yes.
I think that they were really slated to be not together. She is incredible. He is incredible. They actually asked me to go on vacation with them week after next, but I'm already going for my birthday, but I was totally considering it. I want to go visit them in Arizona. I want to take her cooking class and cook authentic food with them from the culture, because that's really why I love this show too. You know, I'm a Georgia girl. And, you know, my dad was a deacon and a youth minister and all that. And he's never even been on a plane. So the odds that I ended up traveling and really reaching past where I'm from in the country of Georgia in itself is quite something. But I love them. I love Russ and Powell. I think that a lot of people give Powell a hard time because she is a very spicy Latino woman, right? Colombian women are very spicy, but he loves the hell out of her. And I spent some time with them in LA because we got to go speak to the network, and they chose different couples and people. I was the only single person there, and then those two, but I spent a lot of time with them, and he just adores her, and they have a great relationship.
And their son is so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
I know he like has his own little Instagram, and it's just like, okay.
And my favorite this go around is Kenny and Armand. I love them. I love them.
Talking about cheese stick, I was going to say, what?
No, I love them because I know just even having been to the Dominican Republic when Luis was there, and I remember this very flamboyant guy getting out of the car and kind of sashaying away, and I was like, oh my God, his shoes are fabulous. And Luis was like, you know, and he's like, no, you know, like they really have a hard time with homosexuality and you know, same-sex couples. And I didn't know that. I mean, I'm in Atlanta where it's wide open in Midtown, you know, and so I knew that they were probably going to have a problem being in Mexico, but they're so cute.
They're lovely.
So cute. Like,
they're
I
lovely.
want to go stay with them.
I know, right? Sign me up. When are you getting into bathing suits with your company? If you're doing bras, you should do bathing suits. We could go to Mexico together.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. We don't do a ton of swim, and I'll tell you why. It is a beast of burden. Like, if I buy black, everybody wants a flippin' print. If I buy a print, everybody wants black, and I can't keep up with what season people want what. And you really have to fully commit to having a whole store, because you have to have, okay, you got the self-confident girls that are bigger that'll be like, I'm wearing a bikini. I mean, it was National Bikini Day yesterday, right? I don't care if the top fits, but Maybe I want a skirt. Maybe I want a high rise. Maybe I want a high waisted that I can fold over. Maybe today I want a string bikini, but I can consult with people. There are bathing suit companies out there that do make bra cup size, full busted, awesome bathing suits. It's really
I'm
not
gonna
getting
have
into
to
your
reach
size.
out to you. I'm gonna have to reach
I
out
can
to you.
help
I've been so excited to talk to you because I bought myself with Christmas gift cards. This is how much I don't do for myself, but I got a new bra for the first time in 11 years this year.
I bet it was the wrong
wearing
size.
11 years, and now, yeah. You want to size me?
You got boobies. What size is it?
Triple G.
Yeah, you're like a 34J, double H probably, which is a little above that. But did you buy 36?
Yeah, 38 actually. But like
Smaller
I
than
always
that.
feel like the wires go like all the way to back here.
It's because your band is so big. I can fit you. We start at 28s and we go to 56. Oh.
We're gonna talk. I'm excited.
Listen, we can even do a promo code for your viewers, like to book,
Okay.
because it's so important, ladies. Like that's really what I'm all about, and it's so funny. Yeah, that's all I have to do is see ya. Every now and again, the bra might be a hair too big. I always tell ladies it's because it's like when you're in your car and you see the mirror and it says objects in mirror closer than they appear. Sometimes they look a little bigger, right? But we all look bigger. It's so funny. I love when people come in the store and they're like, oh my God, you're so small. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. I gained like probably 25 pounds over the last 5 months. But thanks. They're like, oh, you've lost so much weight. And I'm like, no, actually, I've gained a shit ton.
That is all right. We all got the corn 15.
Right?
Yeah.
But I would be curious to hear what you would size me as, because I breastfed for 15 months, and sometimes when I do eat, it does go straight to my boobs, but I'm like 4'11", and I'm just a really small person. But then up top, it's like it changes every day. But
You're
they're
4'11"?
Yeah.
You have such a large presence, though. Like I wouldn't have never known that if you hadn't said it. It's crazy to me because I always ask people, because that makes a difference too in sizing, whether you could believe that. But you're little underneath. Most women don't think they're 32s, or they could possibly be 34s, because when they get normal measured, they always add a tape. Then they add 4 so they can get you in whatever store options they have to offer. But the average American woman today is like a 34G, which is 4 Ds instead of 2. And then if you're lean like you are, Mel, like you're probably a 32, maybe an E. You're probably buying like 34 Cs.
I was when I was pregnant, but right now I'm like a 32-ish. Like I don't even know.
Fuller than that to me. If you were a B girl, the advertising wouldn't be popping out like it's B's like B staying like barely there. It's fine.
Tell you what.
Listen. We posted today. I told Rebecca, I was like, you need to get on it, because I saw another thing with Angela, and I'm like, there's like the 90-day bays that need bras. It's awful. We're like TLC, do a fitting show. We got Darcy, we got Tanya, we got Angela.
Yes.
Val doesn't wear good sports bras, and she's doing a fitness gig, and I'm like, no, y'all got to see me. And the only person that's done it, and it was so crazy, if you see the befores and afters, is Nicole. Yeah. And she looked like she lost like 30 pounds because she too was in the wrong size. She's like a 40J.
Oh wow.
Her boobs are big.
I think a lot of women in the world don't know actually what size they are, and might be a little bit insecure about walking into Victoria's Secret and having this woman who is a size 0,
which is right,
and measuring you.
Exactly the reason why you shouldn't go there. It is up to us, ladies. I have to have an arsenal. I have to have you. I have to have everybody that says, hey, why are you going to put your breasts in the hands of a teenage girl who's not had weight loss or gain, never had kids, may not have boobs? And the one by us, guess where they buy their bras? My store. Really? They're all 30s, and they're Ds or doubles. Yeah.
So my husband actually works for L Brands, which owns Victoria's Secret. And so he's always, staring at boobs all day or whatever. But he builds the website, but like he'll be like, yeah, you can use my discount code, and I'm like, for what? Whose Christmas stocking am I putting that in? Because I have not
I mean, they do
ever
have some
been
good
able
fragrances.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
smell good. You know what? It's really an injustice to women, and we've been sold these catalogs and these ad slicks and these things for years, and nobody really looks like that. I mean, we don't look like that. We are, thicker. We're a little overweight. We pack hormones in our meats, especially if you're eating drive-through chicken. I mean,
Yeah.
we're working on an educational platform for young girls because I think it's so very important, not only for breast health, but just for their self-esteem in general. Because if you are the only girl in your school that has breasts and you think you're supposed to look a certain way, I mean, body shaming has been huge. And I had to come to the grips with that too, just even recently doing the cover of Plus Model magazine. I was very nervous, right? Because I'm always the one dressing people and helping people. And Debbie was my assistant, and I had an amazing team. But I had to say, hey, who am I to tell myself that I can't do this either? And I was very nervous, but when I saw the results, and interestingly enough, the picture that was chosen, I wasn't even going to put on the sheer lingerie piece. I wasn't going to showcase underneath because of the same reasons. I'm a mom. I've nursed 2 kids. I've had weight loss and gain. I have scars, but I wanted to wear that piece because Cynthia made it. And it was a labor of love for us, and how the concept came up, and the name of it is named after her son who passed in a car accident several years ago. But, and her aunt, that was like her favorite person. So I said, okay, I'll just shoot it. And I ended up liking that photo the best because I felt free and liberated.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations. You're on the cover of Plus magazine. Like, hello. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was exciting. And it's exactly what I thought needed to happen. And what I got from it is women all over the world saying, thank you so much. Even my friend and co-partner that I go and get some skincare done, like laser peels and stuff like that, Dr. Val said, Molly, I want to do sexy pictures for my husband. So this is a woman who, does breast augs and lipos and does all these transitional things for women every day. And she too was having some confidence issues. So when she saw that, she's like, okay, who did the shoot? I want to do it too for his birthday. And I was like, wow, so even when you think the person that has it all together and she's, this big time doc, in the plastic world, and even she has insecurity issues, and she's in a facility where she could fix it all. So it just let me know right then, like, we have to do this. We have to keep pressing forward and pushing for girl power. And
maybe you should offer some pictures out of your lingerie store. Offer women to do boudoir sessions out of your store.
It's coming. We have so many things coming, and it's so crazy because I've been in business for 13 years, but every day it's like it's a brand new baby all over again. Because even with the virtual fittings, like after this, being on lockdown and everything, you have to come up with ways to reinvent your business, right? And reach people. And it has been so wonderful. And praise God for the show, because I have such a penchant in my heart for young girls that were just like me at 13, boobs, scared, didn't know what to do. Their moms don't have boobs. They don't know where to take them. And old people. So this show, a lot of elderly people also watch this crazy show. So a couple weeks ago, like a week and a half or 2, I get this phone call from a lady who's in Florida in a nursing home. And she's miserable because she's a tiny little thing with these big old boobies, right? And she's like, I just love that show, but I really need a bra. So I was so grateful that once again I had reached someone. And I said, wow, she's 80. I said, I could promise you this woman has never, ever bared her breast on a Zoom call. Yeah. And she's like, whoa, I'm ready. Like it was liberating. So liberating. And that right there is really what I want to be able to, on top of, hell, we all want love, right? I want to find someone. I do. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But if I can master that or have the person while I'm doing what I truly, truly love, which is helping women, then it will still, probably be a show somehow, some way.
Absolutely.
How do people actually get in touch with you? Like, how do they get in touch? Like, do the Zoom calls? What's the
So,
outlet?
on our website at LiviRae there is a book now. It's also on the landing page of our Instagram and our Facebook. And that takes you to You Can Book Me, which is an appointment site. And when it pops up, you put your information in, and it's $25 to book the virtual, but it goes towards your purchase.
Okay.
That's
We
amazing.
did that because I wanted serious people that really need my help, because, you know, and we're limited on the days that we're doing it. And back in the day when we would do like meet and greets or stuff like that, people would come just wanting to say hi, but the people at the back of the line, when you only have a certain amount of time, we're like, I need a bra fitting. Y'all cannot shut down. And so we felt terrible. So we did it that way to just ensure that people were. And then there's some people that just want to chat and talk and do consultations and then think about it. But most of them really are seeking help.
Yeah.
So you just book your time, and then you could pick your drop down as to the best way to video chat. We also can do, if someone's not comfortable or they don't have the option, we do photos as well.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We'll definitely put that info, and we would actually really be interested in the promo code or something like that. I think that
once we finish, we'll figure it out, and I'll get my sister to populate it up on the website, or when people book, they can say, this is how we found out about it. And the first time we did this, I did it with another women's group called Pretty Hot Mess, and she is incredible. She makes a lot of tinctures and little like things, and she does, prayer circles and just like a really, really fab women's group. And I got tons of fittings from there, and they're all excited in our own round too. So if we send something out and it's not quite right, or a lot of times it's operator error, because you wouldn't believe how many women don't know how to put their bra on. Some people pull it over their head. There's half cocked in the back. They're missing this part, or it's like a dying lost art that's very important. You want to say hi? Come say hello, Kins.
Hi.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of here.
But it's just one of those things where like it's can happen, and then when you get the product, if it's not quite right, all I have to do is see my product on you to know whether to go up or down. But about 9.5 out of 10 is right. If there's even such a thing as half a person, or they may have gotten 3 and 1 just is kind of but it's kind of our gift. Our mantra for years has been, let us lift you up, and it's really not just about the bra.
So to get a little bit into 90 Day Fiancé, just because we all 3 would sit on this forever and only chat about that.
I know.
I know you have a Facebook Live coming up here pretty soon, but we just wanted to chat about if you had one couple that is the most frustrating that you are observing on Pillow Talk right now, who would it be? Because I even rewatch episodes because I'm so Pillow Talk.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because we're working right now with two different seasons. We're doing Happily Ever After, and we're doing
the other way.
The other way around.
Before the 90 days.
Before the 90
we just did that one, and then we're doing the other way as well.
Yes.
I don't know, girl. That's a toughest call. I would say Happily Ever After. I have a really hard time understanding the dynamic between Tanya and Sinjin.
Yeah, that's a different one too.
It has been very the entire time. I'm like, what did he see in this woman? I feel like he's a good guy. I don't know. I just know from my perspective, and maybe this is part of other women. I don't know. I'm just not I don't try to take control and tell a man what to do. And maybe that's my problem.
So to me, it feels like a business relationship.
Very forced.
Yeah, and when he's ready to be, affectionate, that's fine. But if he were to try, it would be
she even said from a long time ago that he's not the one. She's already met her soulmate.
At that point, after she was already micromanaging him, and he's like, I know how to use a power tool, and she was trying to tell him what to do. Well, first of all, I say this every time, and am I the only person that had my stuff together, with a home and a place and a job, a career? Everybody is all, I would have not. It was like Sanford and Son outside of that shed.
Their little shanty they were living in.
I mean, you know,
I think
it literally looked like Fred done dumped his truck out and Lamont had not been around for months, honey.
I
don't know.
I think Robert, what is her name? They're pregnant right now.
Annie.
Yeah, I think Robert said that too. He said that's like Sanford and Son. I'm pretty sure he's the one that said it. But I like sometimes I just like listen while I'm doing things, and I hear everyone's like feedback on everything, and I'm like, oh my, I'm gonna lose it. Like right now, the episode I was just watching, it's Asuelo in the car talking
asshole. We call him asshole. Y'all
I
don't
mean,
get all the
he
real raw. They cut a lot of it. Yeah, that's asshole.
Yeah, he like and her expensive words, but he sure knows how to just like flat out call her a bitch with intention. You're like,
listen, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She's another one. I want to get my hands on her boobies. I'm like, come on, Kalani. Like, he is such a putz. Like, he's a putz. Like, but the other one on the other show is the girl, Brittany from Miami, like, rapper chick. I'm like, you don't even have to be in a relationship with someone who's Muslim or wanting to convert to Islam to like know. I mean, as a country American woman, you know enough to know, like, you are not about to go over there and wreak havoc. Like, even Nicole had to learn that. Like, I don't understand at what point you thought that it was going to be any different than what it's been. And for me, it's like, I would have already studied up on it, everything, and been like, you know what, this is not for me. I don't think I can do it. I really don't.
I mean, the fact she shows up to the airport and is like going through customs with a bottle of tequila, and that's like within her first 5 minutes of being there. It's like, okay, you've already broke like how many like things you shouldn't be doing, and like just have respect. I don't know.
Those are
I think too, if you're more excited to hug a crew than you were your boo, like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
I felt that. I mean, I feel like we know that. I feel like I know that, and it's not something that I know all the laws about, but I know that that's like a whoop.
Have you met baby girl Lisa or Usman or any of that?
No. I actually have laughed, but we started getting into that song, and my sister was like, Molly, I can't believe you pulled up all his stuff. Now every time I turn on he just automatically rotates through my music. And I said, well, it's kind of a catchy vibe. I mean, it's kind of islandy. Like, I'm ready to go to the beach.
I'll be there.
I'll be there for you.
I don't know that I want to meet her. She scares me.
Oh, I know.
You don't want to fix her boobs?
No. 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 I mean, well, I'm not judging anybody, honey. I just don't know that we're going to vibe.
Yeah.
We may not vibe. Now, Angela, on the other hand, I love her, and she's in my state, and I want to hang. She's fun.
How far are you guys from each other?
She's in Hazelhurst, about 3 hours. It's about 3 hours away.
Okay.
You guys could have your own little, like, wear a mask and come and meet us.
We've talked about it a lot. I'm telling you, I think if they're smart, they would do a show, because not only will their girls and their people look better, honey.
You'd be kicking it off.
Because women want to know. I mean, this is a topic of discussion for years and years and years.
It's true. So like I said, I just got this new bra, right? And the day I put it on, I like called Mel and Michelle, and I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like, my shirts fit me differently. My whole body has changed, and it's not even this one's not fitting me right. So like, I can't wait to like just be, just everywhere.
Watch out. You're going to be getting phone calls to be in those new videos, honey. Speaking of videos, what about Bimmy, Bimmy and baby, Ari, the girl in Ethiopia, the other way that's pregnant?
Oh, yes.
Ari. And baby.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess I didn't realize, is she staying there? Like, she had to have had the baby by now, right?
I have no idea. And that's just being honest. I don't know.
So I did see a YouTuber who I don't find this woman to be credible at all. But I did see her say something about she had found his past wife who he had said he hadn't spoken to in like 4 years or something. Is that the right person?
Yeah, and he has a kid with
Yeah.
her too.
Yeah, and something about like he isn't able to speak to him or something, and they found out that like the whole situation is very similar, like eerily similar to.
I just don't. So she's this Jewish girl that, like, I guess her religion doesn't matter, but culturally it does.
It does.
When you're trying to build your family, you want to build in a way that even if you're not following Judaism into your own adult life, you still want to respect your family and have your family respect your choices. What I don't understand, and I've not had a child yet, but I can only imagine, like, what could be going through your head that says, like, check mark yes next to the box of I want to give birth in Ethiopia.
I don't know, girl, but we got in trouble for saying that if she, went into labor in the middle of the night and couldn't get to that hospital and the baby just come out in the woods or somewhere and out, wherever they are. And Cynthia was like, honey, the hyenas might try to come and eat the placenta. We got chewed because they're like, you clearly don't know that they have developmental medicine and all this stuff. And I'm like, I could care less. I know that I about had to have a C-section before the epidural was ready. I mean, I'm all about, powerful women like my brother's wife who could just go up in there and be like, ooh, take the baby. I'm pushing. No, I'm pushing for the pill cup. But
Yeah.
pain.
Michelle,
I mean, girl power. People did it millions of years ago, but we have modernized medicine for that.
Agreed.
I would be scared shitless, honestly. I wouldn't want to. And
what
without my mother or anybody to help me, hell, they didn't even have a lid on the toilet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You want your family.
It's kind of the reverse thought of what you do with a child. It's the reverse idea of I want this to go just as high of expectation or quality that I can get. I don't want to say quality, but for lack of a better word, I'm sure that they have perfect quality there, but I'm just saying.
Right. You want the best. Yes. For baby.
Yes.
Because 80,000 million things could happen.
Not about you. It is about that baby. So.
And that was the same. I actually picked, there's 2 very close hospitals very close to me, and I knew I had to have a C-section because my daughter was breech, but I chose the one hospital that had a NICU, not the other one, because if God forbid anything were to actually happen, they would have had to transport my baby in a helicopter without me to a hospital. Like, I'll find a doctor that goes to that delivers out of that hospital. It's just that simple. You're going to find the best care. I
went to a real shit OB. My prenatal care was with the shittiest one because it was 3 minutes from my house and the hospital is 3 minutes from my house. I could have gone to a really nice one about 30 minutes away that everyone is like, I'm a military spouse, so everyone's like in this channel of connection where they chat, and they all insist on going to this place 30 minutes away because you have a midwife and it's so, it's so much nicer and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, I want to be 3 minutes away from, does this look right? Because it feels like shit. So,
right?
3 minutes from that. I'm so sorry if your daughter was in the room.
Yes, baby, she doesn't care. Listen, I'm really toying with the idea of whether or not she's headed to private school when they go back, no school, or the school of LiviRae, because she wants to profit and help. And I'm like, she's learned more there in the last 5 months than she's learned, period. So I'm a real mom, doing real things and a little fun stuff along the way, but my kids have grown up. It's so funny because my oldest daughter was in school and she had to do this thing and it says, what does your mom do? And I go there and they had a tea for moms, and one said plays tennis and one said, works out at the gym, and hers had a line and it says sales bras, and that is what it is, it's totally fine. And they know. I mean, we don't have a bunch of, what's in there, but that's about to be the side business. Stay tuned. After 13 years, who needs a man?
Right?
You want to be able to get the daddy from the natty, honey. You can have him whatever color you want.
I'm telling
That seems to be a theme with us. We just bring out all the sex toys.
I mean, really, we've got it. We're pretty on track with this. You know, we're pretty much having like, we could all just conglomerate and create like an epic, I don't even know. All of us will connect.
Song megaplex.
Oh, all
right.
right. I want to know your honest opinion on Colty and Larissa and Jess and what's the other woman now? There's another woman. There's his current, and then Jess, who he was with when he slept with
And
the one.
his friend, Veronica.
Yeah, his friend.
Yeah, yes.
He needs to date the friends. Mama likes the friend. Deb is all about the friend, okay? You know.
Why doesn't he just date Deb? I'm saying it.
All I want to know is what Colty's got going on, because he's something.
He pulls in the women, that's for sure.
They like him, honey.
Larissa, I think Larissa, as far as what we're seeing now, because I barely even watch the actual episodes. I really just get through Pillow Talk and I'm like, listen, I'm good. I'm caught up. But I literally like, I really think that that Larissa is just floating in a sea of what do I do now? Like,
She needs to take her ass home.
yeah, she needs to get home to
Needs
her
to go
kids.
home to her kids. That's truly how we feel.
Yeah.
But we're just still really like, and interesting. Colt sent me a message and said, "You looked incredible on the cover of that magazine," and I was like,
You know he has a copy. You know how in middle school, like the
I
boys
said,
would-
"You better cut it out, Taylor."
you know what I'm saying?
I
And
just
mom comes through and
bombed.
the pages are sticky.
I just bombed a little in my mouth.
You might be a screensaver right now.
Listen, he is not the only ones. I've already said if times get hard, but Lord, I'm glad I got a constitution about myself a little bit, and I love my kids. I've already put them through enough hell, because I could probably retire overnight if I had OnlyFans.
Oh, I get people who ask me if I have one, and I'm like, a what? Sorry, I don't know what
But
you're talking about.
instead, I'm just going to go on a comedy tour with some of those pics I've gotten and put them in like poignant settings with poetry and have a variety show.
I think you should do it. Are you joking? Or are you serious?
That would be
Because
It's not a thing.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. I'm not going to tell y'all the name of the tour, but you'll
put
want
a
to come.
We'll put a TTM in the bio. We'll make sure in the description of this video you cannot steal this idea. It is owned by
It's
me.
going to be incredible. No,
going to be
because
called
unless the
Spank
same
Bank.
photos, which they're all different. I mean, I've got to.
You got
I don't even
nothing.
have to ask. If I ask, it's going to be sold out shows, man. I'm going to sell out Madison Square Garden. I'm telling you.
I'll send you one of me just for the cause. I'll be part of the walk-in when you're walking through, and they'll be like, "What is?"
Honey, and our merch table is going to be incredible.
so do you need an opener for your show?
Yes.
I might know some people.
These are my confessions.
All right, well, we will let you get going, but
Yes.
we really, really enjoyed chatting with you. We've had such a good time. You, like I said, when we first started, you are the OG of 90 Days. So we are just so excited that you were willing to come on. Thank you, Deb, background, for hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We so enjoy watching Pillow Talk, and just continue to watch and everything that you do, and we look forward to all the best for you in the future.
Thank you so much. You too, ladies, and we'll chat soon, and I'll get you girls a code for your girls.
Oh yes, code for these
Always
girls.
lifting us up there,
Yep.
Molly.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, you
Bye.
too. Talk to you later. Bye.
You're the brightest